I decided to code one of my absolute favorite board games ever, the Game of Life. I remember playing this game a lot with my family and my friends, and it just always has really fond memories. For those of you who don't know what the Game of Life is, traditionally there are 6 players who start off by choosing if you want to go to college or not, and then if you go to college you take out a loan, but then if you have a job you automatically go in and get a job, but you don't have access to some degree required jobs. And then if you go past a fork in the path, you have to choose if you want to go to the fork on the right or fork on the left, and you win by getting to the end of the board, reaching retirement. The person who has the most money at the end wins. So I'll show you the classic one first. Let's just say we have 3 players. You choose if you want to go to college or not. So you do like yes if you do want to go to college and no if you don't. And based on that, it generates a map. So it always keeps the active player in the middle of the screen, and you spin by clicking enter. It's going to choose a random number from 1 to 6, and you do all of that. So as you can see, player 2 chose a job, so there's already a job and salary. And if you pass a payday, you get for that kind of pay. If you land on payday, you get double the pay. Every time you pass a stop tile, it will make sure that you stop, even if you roll something great. If you go to the get married tile, you could choose if you want to get married or not. If you do get married, all the players pay you $500. Like if you want to see if you need to get to a fork or something, like you want to look ahead, you can always drag the screen. If you want to return to the player and keep playing, then you just press space. Now you can choose if you want the path on the right or left. I'm going to turn to the main screen and show you single player. What I added for here, since this is a digitized version, you don't need multiple players. You could play single player, which is when you could add however many CPUs you want. So let's say I want 3 CPUs, and then it asks you if you want to go to college, and now you could choose if you want the CPU to be easy or hard. And in this case, the screen is always focused on, and as you can see, all the CPUs stats are shown on the right here, and your stats shown over here, just like the multiplayer mode. You spin, and all the CPUs automatically go themselves. So it also asks if you want a child. If you do get a child, you have to pay $10K for childcare. But as you'll see later on, if you go to retirement, your child gives you a retirement fund, so that might be a good strategy. Okay, so I got to retirement, and it shows you who's winning.